Welcome back, everyone. Just providing a price update. I wanted to point out a few things because as it's looking right now, it looks like I was correct in my TA last time we spoke about us pretty much getting a rejection and possibly trending sideways until we get some evidence of which direction we're going to go with Powell and the Fed hike and really just the economy going into Q2 and Q3 of the remainder of the year. And we've had a slack in volume, but not enough for us to break through the support level. So we're kind of just bouncing and hovering sideways. And I do believe we have the potential to continue this trajectory over the next few weeks until we get closer. I do believe the market is pricing in really just the high probability that Powell isn't going to pivot, and we're probably going to get that full 5.25. So I think that this is kind of going to be like a slow, I won't say decline, but sideways movement until we get evidence. So if the volume does weaken, it's possible that we can go lower to grab liquidity because the prices don't just kind of float around and stay in the air because there's never anyone that's not buying or selling and everybody's just holding. That's what it would take to keep a price kind of stable. You have these brief moments where it happens, kind of like right now, but overall, someone typically is in control. So this is what we can kind of expect right now. But right now, we're holding pretty steadily. We'll see as the market opens and as we start to navigate through the week. But we are holding at around the 23 range. If we did have to go lower for Bitcoin, we're talking about some slight support around like the 21.5 mark, but it's possible that we'll see lower 21s to around 20K, and we'll start to hit the tip of this blue line here. And of course, that can have an effect overall on the market. And as we talked about, the biggest ones are not really the biggest threats to having a steep decline are not really like a Bitcoin or Cardano or even like a Doge. Ethereum is that one that you have to kind of worry about, but we do have some like a light rejection here around 1475. But if we get that breakdown, or Powell increases and said, instead of 5.25, we're probably going to do like 5.5 or something like that. Anything below like 1475, Ethereum is in serious trouble of losing around $300-400 a coin. So, and we're talking like a low 1100s, $1,000 range possibly. And we've got a few rejections off of there. So those are obviously great entries, but just kind of keep that in mind. If you are considering buying right now, if you're not long-term, in my opinion, I'd wait. Not really an update on Cardano. I believe it's roughly, do the same thing, but it's pretty much holding where we thought it would. It wouldn't be an Ethereum situation again until we're like lower than 32. So we have a few. It's not as great a risk as Cardano. I'm not kind of Cardano, Ethereum, but because these are, in my opinion, these are still relatively good entries. But unless we get that shock in the market, then you kind of hold on. But it's not that steep of a fall like Ethereum. Because Ethereum, that fall would be like 30%, 30, 40% of its entire value. So that can certainly hurt if you average up on this last run here. So Doge doing the exact same thing. We have 3 tests here so far. It's held. So we'll see as we navigate through the week. Potentially, we can go down to lows around 7 cent. This previous where we previously got bounces for can kind of maybe give us 2/10 of a penny or so above that if this holds up. But overall, our strongest level of support and more than likely where the liquidity is waiting, if we get lower volume and are not able to maintain this, is going to be around that 7 mark. And I believe these are high probabilities if over the next couple of weeks as we kind of navigate and price in what we think Powell's going to do. If he pivots or he doesn't come in as aggressive, then we're going to spring right back up. But who knows what he's going to do? But he did promise he's going to give out his revised numbers. So that's just something I believe the market is kind of anticipating so that no one's kind of stuck in the middle, holding the bag. So it's for any longer than they have to, because if he doesn't pivot and we get those 2 heights, this is going to spill over into Q2 and definitely Q3. We're actually starting Q3, but in April. So it's just something that's kind of going to drag out a little longer than we thought. So this is just kind of taking that money back that we've got over the last few weeks with those rallies and stuff like that. So just to kind of make sure people are in good positions to kind of weather the storm going forward. Overall, if you are long term, nothing has changed. It's still the best strategy to kind of like average in and hold. But I know a lot of people are trying to who have accumulated lower, trying to not, jack up their DCAs, or maybe they want to exit or rebalance their portfolio on the next run. I would say you could, if over the next week or so, it's possible that you can get better entries than what we are seeing right now. We'll see if these support levels hold up. Keep an eye on volume and stuff like that to see if we're going to need to go lower to grab liquidity. But overall, it is highly probable that we can see some lower numbers here over the next week or so. So that is my price update. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.